Hi Virgo, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Are we looking at life, love, career, or health? And then clarify with various oracle decks. So let's see what's happening for the second half of July for Virgo people right at the moment. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Four of Swords, and it kind of came out sideways, but it feels like it needs to be upright. So, that's kind of like taking a break. It's kind of like, I feel like at this point in time, it's just kind of, I'm kind of exhausted, so I'm not doing much of anything. King of Wands in the reverse, so you're not moving forward on something, on anything of importance. I think you have been, Virgos have a tendency to be really, really super busy, take a lot of stuff on. And I think at this point in time, maybe the second half of July, you're just kind of taking a little bit of a breather. It's not that you're stopping. No, no, no. I'm like, I feel like I hear Virgos in my head going, no, no, no. We have too much to do. We can't take a very long break. Like, this is 2 days. This is it, you know? So I'm like, chill out. It's okay if you take a break. Justice in the reverse position. So let me keep going. I don't know exactly how justice in the reverse position plays out in this at the moment in time, but it's okay to take a break, take a breather, regroup, recollect your mind, your thoughts, and, you know, whatever. I feel like your energy has been very kind of spazzed out lately, so it's a case of like, the Hermit card has not come. I feel like I want that one really bad. The Two of Disorder. Okay, so there's a decision you're trying to make. That's why you have gone within. You're trying to decide something. Feels like you're trying to decide which direction to go, what to do about something. That's why you're taking a break. You're going within. You're not moving forward on something. Let's see what else is going on. Let me keep going. I feel like it's like you want justice to be served up. It hasn't been served up yet. And since it has not been served up yet, you're kind of like, I can't move forward until something happens with this. That's why that Justice card is in the reverse position. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. So it has, something has affected your money. Your money, honey. Something has affected your money, honey, too. So I feel like that's one of the reasons for the break is like going, I need to think about this. How is this going? I feel like there's just kind of like something stalled. It feels like a forward movement. You were going this direction for a while. Something happened. And now you're like going, okay, that plan, that doesn't feel right anymore. So now I need to kind of regroup, collect my mind, collect my senses, survey the situation, think about what I want to do now. And I feel like I'm hearing this voice in my head, but shit's going down one of these days. You just wait. Shit's going down. So something's going to happen. I don't know what it is, but the world card. So that is a major arcana card that, okay, let me think about this. So that would be like some sort of a cycle that you're completing. Let me think about this. Like I said, it feels like you were heading down one direction for a long time. All of a sudden, something happened. And all of a sudden, you're like, all right, I got to take a break here because I need to think about this. I need to collect myself. I need to figure out which direction to go now. Something about it's affected your money, and it is changing changing up plans, changing your world, changing up your destiny, changing up your, like I said, it felt like for a long time you were going down this road and all of a sudden something happened and you went to a screeching halt and went, all right, we're not going to do that anymore because that is suddenly not going to work out. Now I need to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do. Sorry. I cuss, Okay, let me think about what's the next question. What do I need to know that's going to help you guys? I find value for me when I do the emotions. It may not be help you, but it helps me figure out what direction to go for you guys. So I need to know, what kind of emotions are you dealing with right now? Are you mad? Are you glad? Are you sad? Are you flustered, frustrated? Help me. What kind of emotions are you currently experiencing? Depression, exhausted. It kind of came up in the sideways, but I'm going to say exhausted. That's one of the reasons. And also like taking a break and going within and not moving forward. So at this point in time, it does feel like you're exhausted. And that's one of the reasons, too many cards. That's one of the reasons you're taking this break, is kind of like you're weary, fatigued, and drained. And you just need to collect your thoughts. I feel like I need to keep repeating that. You're collecting your thoughts. It's just kind of like, when you're going 90 miles an hour with your hair on fire, sometimes it is really hard to think. That came in reverse, kind of. It flew out, but I feel like frustrated. That's another reason I'm feeling into this. Frustrated, hindered, blocked. I don't know. Are you blocked? I don't know if you're blocked. That doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel like you're blocked. It feels like you are information gathering and, like I said, regrouping. It's kind of like, this is the feeling that I'm getting. It's kind of like you were in a war and all of a sudden something happened and it's like all of you and your chiefs have all gathered around going, all right. And maybe this was like a business that you owned and all hell broke loose or whatever. And all of a sudden you're like, all right, I need all of my chiefs to come into the office. We need to have a discussion. This has happened. And because this has happened, now we need to figure out which direction we're going to go. I'm getting like a picture of like you were in production to do something big. You were getting ready to bring something out into the world, and the production line, like everybody went on strike, and all of a sudden it went and we can't go farther anymore. And you're like going, well, shit, now what are we going to do? We can't produce this to get it out. What do we need to do? Do we need to change manufacturers? Whatever it is, the feeling is you were heading down this way and your boss died. And you're like, oh my God, I don't have a job anymore. Now what am I going to do? Or your boss decided to retire. I don't know what it is. Something major happened that made you do an about face. Okay, shy. This makes me feel like you are shy about asking for help and letting people know that this is going on, because you guys are control freaks and you've lost control when this shit went down, and it's like you don't like letting people know that you are not in control. And so that's where that shy feels like it's coming in. It's like going, oh God, I don't want anybody to know what happened here, because I'm the one that everybody comes to. I don't go to other people. Resentful. Okay, so you're feeling resentful about whatever change in plans. Whatever happened, it's got you a little honked off. Again, Virgos like to be in control. So something's happened that knocked you off kilter. Two more cards here. Resistant. That would be resistant to change and ashamed. Ashamed that you were going down this road. I feel like that is an ashamed of you got blindsided. Ashamed that this happened to you and you didn't see it coming. So that's where that feels like it's coming in. Okay, so let's talk about, let me think about this. What's my next question? You're taking a break. Something's knocked you off kilter. It is a major life event that has happened. It's not just, I mean, this is not just a little minor regrouping. I mean, it's not just like a little bump in the road. This is just like a major thing, because you've got the World card in it. That's major arcana. So this is a major thing that has just happened. Let me think about this. Let me think. Do I want these cards? I'm just going to, okay, sorry. I'm trying to think. I'm like, my head's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What can I do? What can I ask to help them? Why did this happen? Help me understand why this happened. What's the learning lesson from this? All right, there we go. What's the learning lesson? What's the learning lesson? So if you stop resisting, if you cannot be resistant to what's happening, what was this being brought up to learn? Balance. All right, so apparently you were off balance. What else? Why was this brought up to be learned or healed, or why did this get brought up? Why did this get brought up? Why did this happen? Because like I said, this was like unexpected. This does not feel like this was like you did not see this coming. I feel like I want that one. Why did this happen? Perseverance. to show that you have perseverance. To prove that you have perseverance. Like, I am not going to let this get me down. Expansion. All right. So this is some soul growth going on. This is to help you level up. This is to help you make a better person. Albeit as painful as it may be, it's all about soul growth is what I'm feeling. It's kind of like the universe is like going, you keep saying that you're tough and that you can handle everything. Let's just see. Can you really? Okay, what else? What else was brought up? Okay, all right. So 3 popped up. I'm going to take those. Okay, I just said soul growth, right? There's growth. That's also the heart chakra, so it has something to do with opening up your heart chakra, I feel like, because whatever happened could make you close up. But depending on how you handle this, it could actually open you up to realize something. I don't know what it is. It also is to help you get out of victim mode, because maybe you were going to start playing the victim here, like, oh, poor me. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me, blah, blah, blah. So that was coming up to be healed too. And impartiality. Why did that happen? I frankly don't understand what impartiality means in this. This card came up in something else, but I'm also looking at 2 cans of paint. Oh, impartiality is like you don't care. Okay, so I hear my like they're going, it means you don't care. Not to be tied down to, okay, hang on a second, let me listen into this. Oh, I just posted a thing on Facebook today. Detachment. It's to help with detachment. Not being tied into the ending. Not being so tied into the ending. To let loose of your control. All right, I get it. Sorry. My head's like going, bull. Sorry, I know I'm acting kind of squirrely, but man, they are like shoving some shit at me this morning. I have started opening up my readings differently, and partly it has to do with sometimes I feel like I can be blocked when I'm during Mercury retrograde, but I tell you what, I'm going to continue to open up my readings the way I am doing, because I feel like I'm getting much better channeled information. So what last words of advice from the universe about this situation that has hit you? Something about boundaries. I feel like that also has to go with balance. Is balance and boundaries. Not biting off more than you can chew. Knowing your limits. With that one, sacred wisdom. To me, that is going in and tapping into your intuition. Knowing when you are biting off more than you can chew. I feel like perhaps the thing that happened that caught you off guard was something about if you'd have tapped into your intuition sooner, you would have seen this coming. And that was one of the reasons that it happened. It was because the universe was like, you know what? We've been giving you signs and shit for a while, and you have been ignoring it. So I feel like one of the reasons that this thing happened or happens, or whenever, it depends on when you, whenever you watch this. Is it before it happens, during, or after? It has to do with, your guides had been giving you signs for a while, and you just were ignoring it. Protection. Also to let you know, you are divinely protected. So whatever this has happened, it's going to be okay. I'm going to say this. I don't know why. I feel like I need to say this during this reading. Is this protection card? If the event happens during the time that you happen to be watching this, and you are somebody that is not into that stuff, the one thing that I feel like you need to know is that you are protected. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. But you need to know that you are protected by whatever catches you off guard. And if the event, and it could be any way, shape, or form of an event. It could be just this particular thing that happened is the event. Or when I say the event, I mean like this solar flash thing that everybody's waiting on. You need to know that you are divinely protected. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. That is a specific message for somebody, I feel. Sound. Listen to music. You could be getting messages from music. You could also be getting messages if you can go into meditation. When you're doing your kind of taking your little break before you move on, listen into whatever. I feel like you're just going to be getting some messages while you're taking that break. So just pay attention to that. Your guides are going to be sending you some messages, probably through music, and nature. You could be hearing something in nature that makes you think twice. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. I think we've got a pretty good grip on that. So I will see you guys 1st of August. Bye.